Hi, I'm Rich Brown, Senior Editor for CNET. Today we're going to take a look at the Lenovo IdeaCentre A720. So this is a pretty high-end all-in-one from Lenovo, and it has a lot of touch-oriented features on it that make it kind of an interesting system. You can see it has a nice big screen here. It's a 27-inch display, although it's only 19 by 10. And it's also a multi-touch screen that can recognize up to 10 different points of input at once. Now on top of all that, Lenovo has also designed the case so that the screen is really adjustable. In fact, you can drop it all the way down so it sits flat. You can put it on a coffee table or some central location and get sort of a party atmosphere going around your touchscreen, I guess. There's a couple games that come with the system that work well like this, particularly air hockey. So this game is called Wong, and it sort of is like Pong, actually. The idea, though, is that you use your hands to create two different paddles, and you can play against an opponent, and you hit a ball back and forth. The object is to get the ball across the other side of the screen. So the touch features work actually pretty well, and the fact that you can lie down the screen flat seems to create some interesting opportunities for how you might be able to use this system. The problem, though, is that there aren't that many apps available for it. You can see here sort of this Idea Touch environment that Lenovo has. They've broken it down into 6 different groups. You've got music files, videos, photos along with games, widgets, and up here you've got ebooks. Now, all those are media files you can feed in and certainly take advantage of those. But in terms of specific apps, you're limited to what Lenovo provides you here. The biggest part of the app library, though, is the games. So we blow that up here. We can see some of the titles that are familiar. There's Angry Birds, there's Fruit Ninja, Air Hockey certainly makes sense, and there's some other games you may have seen before. So by releasing this system a few months ahead of Windows 8, it really seems like Lenovo is trying to capitalize on that touch-based PC demand. The problem, though, is that as soon as Windows 8 launches, there are most likely going to be other all-in-ones out there that have big touchscreens. So the best advice then is probably to wait before spending a whole lot of money on a big touchscreen PC right now. So another problem with this system is that because it has this fancy design and multi-touch input, it doesn't quite have the core computing features we like to see in a system in this price range. So again, this costs about $1,450 for this particular model, and for that price we expect terabyte hard drives, Core i7 CPUs, decent graphics cards. This system, though, only has a Core i5 chip, a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and really a budget graphics card from NVIDIA. Now it's fast enough for everyday use and you can play mainstream games on it, but it doesn't quite have that oomph we like to see in a higher end all-in-one. There's a series of touch-activated buttons down here on the bottom edge of the display that give you volume, display controls, as well as the ability to swap the signal to the HDMI input. Now, that's a great feature. We've gone over it a lot of times before. Basically what it does is it lets you connect an external video source into the system and use it as a standalone monitor. Now, over here on this far side, there's also a Blu-ray drive, which is a great feature, and there's a couple ports that are useful, particularly USB 3. There's no digital audio output, which is a little disappointing, but overall it's a well-equipped home entertainment system. All that said, though, I really can't recommend the system because so much of its value is tied up in its ability as a touch PC. And with other high-end touch-focused all-in-ones coming out closer to the launch of Windows 8, it makes far more sense to wait before spending a lot of money right now. And one more thing I'd like to add is that I've had a few readers ask to put Windows 8 on the system and write up that experience, so I'm going to do that. I'm just not going to do that within the context of the review, since Windows 8 isn't final yet, it doesn't actually ship on this system, so it wouldn't be quite appropriate to incorporate that into the rating. But stay tuned and we'll have some Windows 8 based content on this system hopefully soon. So I'm Rich Brown, this is the Lenovo IdeaCentre A720.